Well, it's a good morning from the Vineland Mall shopping area, inside outside mall, outlets, whatever you want to call it. We decided to come out to the character warehouse, see what all we could see here. Before we head into the park tonight, we do have Magic Kingdom, and we do have a dining reservation. It's our last day in the parks. We are all dolled up for the 100th to celebrate as well. So we are making our way to the outlet of Disney merch. So we'll show you around there. Definitely probably going to be picking up a few things here, considering everything in here is discounted true Disney Parks merch. You might even find some stuff that's active in the parks for a little bit less. So we're definitely going to do some shopping here. After we leave here, we do plan to go to Disney Springs. Got to pick up some Gideon cookies for the family back home. So we're going to do that. So we'll see you inside the character warehouse. Just past the food mall is the Disney character warehouse. So we're going to head on in. As you walk in, they have a lot of the Dooney Barks. They also looks like they have some of the 50th medallions. It also has some of the Halloween merch and Christmas merch still in here, so if you want to go ahead and shop up for next year, it's a good time to do so. You have some of the mugs from the parks as well. Looks like they have large amounts of the 50th years, as well as the other ears from the collections. Some of the Mickey Main Attraction pins. As you can tell, a lot of the things around here are heavily discounted, which is awesome. After a quick peruse all around the outlet, we do plan to go to Disney Springs, so we're going to head that way. But this is a shopping mall outlet store, so they have all kinds of different companies. So if you guys are out, Vineland Outlets is a great little place to come and do some non-Disney shopping. But we specifically came for the Disney shopping. So we are going to make our way right back to the parking lot and make our way over to the Disney Springs. And we have some specific things we're going to pick up there. And then we're going to head to the Magic Kingdom. I was telling you guys a little earlier that we do have a dining reservation. That dining reservation is in Ohana. So we are going to eat Ohana for dinner tonight. So we're not going to eat too much stuff around the parks today. So we can save plenty of room for that delicious Ohana, especially that bread pudding. So we will see you guys when we get to Disney Springs. We have officially made it to Disney Springs. We're going to make our way straight over to Gideon's Bakehouse to get some of those delicious cookies. But as we're going through here, looking at those beautiful Disney Springs, it looks like the hydrofoil is up, the big air balloon. But we're making our way straight into Gideon's Bakehouse. Gideon's Bakehouse is a specialty bakehouse that specializes in cookies and cakes. It's right over beside Morimoto Asia. Over in the corner there is Homecoming. But we are going to get in queue for these delicious cookies. We have acquired some Gideon's cookies. We're not going to enjoy those just yet. It's a little too hot to be eating something so sweet. We did get a couple of extra ones for some friends. Now we are going to mosey around Disney Springs. I think I'm going to pop into the Art of Shaving and see what all I can see in there. Alrighty, we did stop into the Art of Shaving. I did not film in there because there's actually a full-service barbershop in there, so don't think I want to interrupt their nice relaxing time, but I did pick up a few things. I do love their shaving cream. Do have kind of sensitive skin for the gold noggin, but we do get their shaving cream there. It's actually a bar. You actually have to old school brush it up and use it that way. Now we're gonna head over to Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar, get us some snacks to hold us over until Ohana this evening. So we're gonna pop in here and grab us something to eat, a little snacky snack. So we'll see you inside. I got the Nona's meatballs. We're just waiting on the missus. And the missus got herself a little chicken on the egg. Just finished up at Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar. It was a perfect little snack, not too full. Those meatballs were delightful. The lemon ricotta was very tangy. And the missus definitely enjoyed her chicken on the egg. It was a deviled egg with like a chicken with a spicy sauce on it. It wasn't too spicy. I did enjoy it myself. Of course, we do chase each other's food. We would recommend to go into Jock Lindsay's and have that little snack to keep you going. Not necessarily sit down and have a whole meal when it's this hot out. Just have a nice little hold me over. So we are going to continue to mosey around Disney Springs. Maybe take one last look in the world of Disney. Other than that, we're gonna head over to the Magic Kingdom and spend the rest of our day there. We have made it to the Polynesian parking area. Headed up to the monorail, maybe inside first, but we are headed directly up to the monorail and head into the Magic Kingdom. We are parked here at the Polynesian because we do have those Ohana reservations this evening. You are allowed to park here long as you do have a reservation. You do have to show photo identification. They just ask, you show, and you park. So we're gonna pop inside the resort to get to the monorail station. I'm really blurry. There we go. Hop in on the monorail, and we'll see you inside the Magic Kingdom. Of course, we may have to swing into the boutique and see what all they have to offer here. Definitely looks like they got their tiki room merchandise here. Also, if you're looking for any type of Hawaiian shirt, this is gonna be the shop for you. Also with those dresses as well. Also here in the boutique is one of the only places you can find Olu outside of Aulani. So it's always cool to come in and visit him. After shopping around the boutique, we are headed up to the monorail station so we can hop a monorail and get to the Magic Kingdom. We will see you on the monorail ride over. We have made it up to the monorail platform. We have made it to the Magic Kingdom. It does look a little and sound a little stormy, so our plans may change on a dime. And that is one thing to remember with Disney. It does rain, they can't control the weather, and instead have fun. So instead we may end up jumping to a monorail and to another resort. But we're gonna go in, grab a few things if we can before it starts to rain, and see what all we can see before things change. And then again, it could be a fluke and the storm could head the other way, so who knows? Alrighty, so the Intimate has come. It is starting to drizzle, so we are going to pop into the confectionery, snag a couple caramel apples, and maybe pop out, or maybe stick around and hang out and see if it stops raining. We'll see what happens. Playing it by ears, so we will see what happens, but it's definitely getting ready to drop out here in just a second, so we're gonna get inside. As we pop into the confectionery, the couple of shops here, the jewelry store and the other store is all connected, so we're going to spend a little time in here perusing, and hopefully that rain will pass over us while we are shopping. It looks like you can see them making some marshmallow treat wands. Looks like they're having lots and lots of fun back there. You can also make yourself a pile of custom popcorn. They have all different flavors and types, and you get to add a bunch of different mix-ins as well. You also can pick up a glacier from the Glacier Kitchens. A glacier is kind of like an icy. They also have different ones called Goofy Glaciers. I think they're all the same kind of thing, it's just different flavors. And they also have a big candy wall of different types of M&Ms as well. We did indeed get a couple of treats from the confectionery. Got 2 caramel apples and a marshmallow wand. And now we're over in the Emporium, just waiting out this little bit of rainstorm. It looks like it is easing up, so we may be able to still enjoy a little bit more Magic Kingdom before hopping anywhere else. So we're gonna keep moseying for a little bit and see if we can't wait out that rain. Well, it has officially stopped raining, so it's always a good point to pause and take a minute and decide if you're going to stay or not. So it has stopped raining, it's just barely drizzling. We're actually gonna get a couple of lockers real quick. That way we can put our stuff down in case it does start raining again. We won't get soaked and ruin any of our merchandise we just purchased. We do, excitingly enough, have a Tron reservation. We did purchase a lightning lane for that, so we were hoping it would stop raining. So we're gonna pop into this little shop here that apparently also has lockers. Just gotta find them, and I'm very blurry. There we go. Alrighty guys, so just a friendly, helpful reminder. Over by, as soon as you come in the park, right by where you can rent strollers and buy your first little bit of merchandise, the little shop we popped into is an actual shop. Our lockers. We just set down all of our nice purchases. That way we don't have to carry them around, we could be free. So we are going to enjoy the rest of Magic Kingdom now that some of the people have left, the rain has left, the sun is back out. Just a little soggy around the edges, but that's okay. We're gonna make our way to Tron. So we've never gone on this ride, so we're gonna let you know all the details. We've heard lots and lots of details about it not being able to be fitted for larger guests. We are those larger guests, so we are going to commit ourselves to make sure that if we don't fit, we'll let you know. I've heard calf heavy people have a very hard time, and that is my body size, so and that's okay. But they do have an adapted seat that is technically for those who are in need of EDAs and things like that. So we believe that we're allowed to use that as a plus size guest. So we're gonna make our way to Tron Light Cycle and see what all we can see on the way there. We may even pop into some Tomorrowland shops. We all know we're how to pop into some shops. So we will see you over in Tomorrowland. There is that beautiful, beautiful Cinderella Castle. So for those who may or may not have been in the park, recently, it was the 50th anniversary, so they did repaint the castle. It was gray, all grays. Now it's pink and gray, so it is very beautiful. We are making our way towards Tomorrowland. As you can tell, after that rainstorm, the sun has come back out. The skies are blue again. Like I said earlier, do not leave that park if it does just start to rain real quick. You can still hear thunder in the background. So they do sometimes close outdoor rides, so that is one thing to think of. But other than that, take a few minutes, give it about an hour. It's not even been a full hour since we got into the park, and it was raining. Like I said, always make sure to take the time and try to wait it out, because most of the time the ground's almost dry already. So like it's just a Florida little shower. It's gonna come out, it's gonna scare everybody out, which is kind of nice. It kind of cleans out the park. And then as well, it does get a little bit more humid, so if you can handle that, just make sure you do have your fans with you and stay hydrated, because it does make the air a little thick. But other than that, it does clean out the park and you can enjoy the rest of your day. We have made it to Tomorrowland. As you can tell, the storm did go this direction, but it is not raining, so that is a good thing. One of the things I am not sure of is if I am capable or allowed to film on Tron. Like I said, we have made it into Tomorrowland. I am not too sure if I am allowed or capable of filming on Tron. I will let you guys know when we get up that way. I have heard that we're supposed to locker your items, so we'll see. I'm not sure. But we are making our way towards Tron. Super excited. One other quick note I was thinking about is while you're in Florida and it does rain, those Tevas sandals that we were talking about are perfect for the rain. You don't have to worry about flip-flops getting all soggy. Tevas don't get that soggy. The straps stay a little damp for a little while, but they're great because they don't slide around when you're walking. So if the ground's wet, you just keep on rolling. Actually, looks like there's a little rainbow over Space Mountain right now. Kind of nice little extra there. We are making our way past Space Mountain and into Tron.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear on entry vehicles. Thank you.
Looks like Tron is definitely running. I also don't know if you can see it or not, but there is a rainbow between Tron and Spaceship Earth. Not Spaceship Earth. What am I saying? That would be Space Mountain, not Spaceship Earth. It had space in it. That's close enough. It is very beautiful up through here. Being up here in the canopies of Tron. Did not realize this platform went up so high. This ride does have a test seat, so we're gonna give it a try out and see if we can fit on the light cycle. I will definitely say I did not fit in that test seat, but that is okay because they do have a accessible ride vehicle.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Oh, that's cool.
Team Blue, welcome.
The lighting is very fitting. We are on Team Blue. So it does look like we will have to be lockering you guys. You guys will not be able to ride, but we will definitely show you anything we can up until then. So we will see you after the ride. Just finished riding Tron. We did have to locker you guys. I don't remember if I said that. But the lockers are nice and spacious. You just tap a magic band or a park card. Free locker. Fits pretty good bit. I have a standard size backpack. There goes the Tron light cycle. I have a pretty good sized backpack, and the Mrs. whole Mickey plush backpack fit in there. We did get our own lockers each, so that's nice. The ride was fantastic. You go straight out onto the track outside, so that's really, really neat. Not a very long ride, but definitely very enjoyable. The accessible seating was very, very comfortable. Very similar to Everest seating for the very similar to Everest seating on the train. Little lap bar pulls down right over your knees. It was a little snug, but comfortably snug, so nothing too crazy. We're waiting for the next light cycle to come out. Show you what it looks like as you're on the light cycle. It's pretty neat. That thing is cooking. And like I said, they did say we did have to lock all of our items, including cell phones. They are allowed, but I would not suggest it. The accessible vehicle did have like a little pouch, kind of like Mine Train does. But I wouldn't suggest, just use the lockers, put everything that you don't want to lose. Like in fact, out here on the canopies, there are netting as well. So clearly people do lose things. So I would not suggest making the risk. But now we are gonna keep moseying through Tomorrowland, see what else we get into. We are making our way out of Tomorrowland. We did happen to notice that Big Thunder Mountain is a 15-minute wait. So we're going to make our way over there and ride the wildest ride in the wilderness. It is mine and the Mrs. favorite ride in the park. Our favorite attraction in this park, I'd have to say, would be Haunted Mansion. There is a difference between a ride and an attraction. Ride goes really fast, it's a lot of fun. An attraction is a slow moving ride or show or something like that. So we're making our way over to Big Thunder Mountain. Possibly if we pass by the spring roll cart and there happens to be a spring roll for sale, we might have to pick up one of those. But other than that, we are headed that way. Passing through the beautiful hub with Cinderella Castle there. We're passing through the hub. Yes, it is getting close to fireworks, as you can tell by all of the peoples, all of the places. But this is the time where you have your patient pants on and you listen to those nice cast members. There'll be tape on the ground, whether the color be white, yellow, or thereof. do listen to those lovely cast members. They're here for safety and to make sure everybody has a magical time. Especially any of the cast members who are wearing a red vest, such as those lovely ones over there. They are here for safety, making sure everybody is listening.
Anywhere, Pat, anywhere.
But yes, they will let you know very nicely to be within the tape lines. It is the nicest thing to do. But we have made it around the hub and gonna make our way over to Big Thunder Mountain. Like I said, you'll see this yellow tape on the ground. That's the no-no places. You stay in the lines. Just like coloring, stay in the lines. We are making our way through the queue. It did pop up to a 25-minute wait on our way over here. I'm sure you saw that on the way in. So we are just waiting out our 25 minutes to ride the wildest ride in the wilderness. One thing I like to let people know is our hat wearers and glasses wearers or ears wearers. It is the kind of ride you do want to remove all of that headgear. You don't want to lose any of that on the ride. It'll also let you know hats and glasses, you best remove them. So, best remove them. It's always the big question. Do we go right? Do we go left? Do we go right? Do we go left? We went left. We are good to go. Hats and glasses are removed. We are sitting in the back, our favorite row.
Hats or glasses. Remove them, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness. Woo!
Oh no, I'm bald. Well, we are off of Big Thunder Mountain. I did just leave the hat removed. We are headed to what we like to call Human Soup, which will be the hub. About this time, it is almost 9 o'clock. So fireworks will be firing off exactly at 9. So we're gonna try to get through the Human Soup to the front of the park and onto a monorail. Cannot forget the locker. Don't want to figure out those fun things we got. And hop to our dining reservation for Ohana. If we're lucky, we might be able to watch some of the fireworks from the monorail. We are going through Adventureland because sometimes this time of night, right before fireworks go off, especially right after the first warning, we are blocked off, especially if you're going through Fantasyland, because that's where they actually shoot off the fireworks. Fun fact, really fun time to watch it from back there. You're like in the fireworks, but we are venturing through Adventureland and making sure we can get through the Human Soup. So, best trick is to go right in front of Crystal Palace, because when I say Human Soup, I mean that's all wall-to-wall people, all the way across the hub. So you can imagine that would not be fun to go through. And of course, listen to the nice cast members. They may even direct you through a shop, so do not be afraid. They do that a lot. A lot of times they funnel people through the Emporium. As you can tell, they are blocking off certain places and funneling us. Looks like we are going to be funneled in through the Emporium. As you can tell, we were definitely funneled through the Emporium. Don't mind to get one last look of the Emporium on the way out, though. A lot less people, though. And this is exactly why we go through the Emporium. This is your Human Soup. It is a delicious flavor of all of the parks of people getting ready to watch the fireworks. But we will gladly, you can see fireworks from miles away. So we're literally going to watch the fireworks from the outside of the park. So that's what we're going to do. Because I believe the monorail takes us through and around to the Polynesian. So that'll be fine. There she goes. They're starting the fireworks and it's really loud. Like I said, you can see the fireworks from miles away. like that, we are back at the Polynesian, ready to check in for our Ohana reservation. We are officially checked in. We are just waiting for our table to be called here at Ohana. They sat us right next to a window. Looks like we can see just a little part of the resort, but it's nice to sit by the window. That music you are hearing is actually a live ukulele list. They just brought us our salad, our pineapple coconut bread, and some delicious honey butter. They have delivered the infamous noodles, pot stickers, wings, and vegetables. They just delivered the chimichurri grilled chicken. They have brought our sirloin steak and our peel and eat shrimp.
Ice cream, caramel on top.
Absolutely.
Caramel on top, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
There is that infamous pineapple coconut bread. We even got a couple of cupcakes because we're celebrating our anniversary. After indulging in some magnificent Ohana, the food here is it's just too good. That coconut bread pudding to finish with is much too good. The sticky wings and noodles are definitely some of the best appetizers on property. They're just so good. So we're going to take the elevator down to the main lobby and see anything else we need to see here. After being overfull and over-encumbered with all of the amazing Ohana, again, the food is just too good here. We are going to head back to the resort, so we will call it a night from the Polynesian. We do fly out tomorrow, so we will may show you a little bit of a travel day. Haven't decided just yet, but if not, you guys definitely have a great night. Alrighty guys, we are officially back home, and this is the haul video. I'll quickly go through all we purchased, very quickly, not so quickly. To start off with, we did pick up some Munchling candy bars. The missus got a 25-year anniversary backpack from Animal Kingdom. I got a 100-year anniversary hat, a Mickey Neo. Of course, Timon and Pumbaa, and Mr. Toad. Those are all popcorn buckets or sippers. Then we have the 50th anniversary blanket. We got that from the outlet. I picked up some soap from the Art of Shaving. And we got some miscellaneous pins from different places. And our gift cards from Flower and Garden. Of course, we had to have a Olaf Cuddlies and a Olu plushie. Gotta love those Gideon's cookies. We may or may not have more than a half a dozen. A postcard print. Some fig pins, which we also got from the outlet. A really nice Star Wars May the 4th be with you. We were there just the day after. A 25th anniversary magnet from the Animal Kingdom. A couple more magnets. I got a 100-year magnet here. Another pen, a 100-year pen. Of course, our buttons for celebrating our anniversary. All of our basin soap and assorted flavors and scents. Of course, the annual passes. Those were definitely a purchase. Got this really cool little D-Tech eyeglass cleaning thing. We also had a bunch of magic bands. Those ones that are out were activated and used while we were there. We got a 100 years lanyard. And you can see the 2 orange bird sippers. Then we have the super awesome vinyl figure of Orange Bird and the bird from the Tiki Room. And we now have matching Orange Bird hats. So there's one Orange Bird hat And there's the other one just hiding over there. Got a super cool Walt Disney World Studios hat. I got a hat from the Polynesian when we had Ohana. The missus does have a bucket hat she got as well. There's that super cool embroidered hat I got from Japan. I also picked up this super cool Pandora hat from the outlet. I also ordered while we were away a new Roosevelt. That is the Remy Roosevelt. The missus picked up this really awesome tiki room dress, and of course she had to get those pass holder ears. I see Mr. Sebastian there, almost missed, and the missus also got a Pandora bracelet, a couple of charms, and I got a couple of charms, and of course, last but not least, the caramel apples. We did have a marshmallow one, but that didn't make it home. I got a little hungry on the plane. But overall, this is what we got from our trip to Walt Disney World. As the missus said earlier, this is what happens when you give 2 Disney adults a week in Disney with free reign. You guys definitely have a great night.